Luke Nichols along with Drew Wozniak, Emily Cochran, the sideline correspondent. This main event matchup, Brotherly Love versus Team FOE, family over everything. No bones here for family over everything, but on the other side for Brotherly Love, Montrezl Harrell, the big man making an appearance tonight, showing out, or at least trying to show out for Ocho Cinco. Jude, you excited as I am?
Extremely excited. Unfortunately, no Bones Island for family over everything. He was working out at UPenn and going around doing workouts here and there. Was at his college this week, VCU, for a camp for the kids. So awesome to see Bones Highland out there. Not here tonight, but family over everything, still an amazing roster without Bones. They're not just Bones Highland show. So excited to see what this FOE team could do without Bones Highland, but also excited to see what Montrezl Harrell will do here tonight.
Yeah, they are a very fun team to watch. As Novar gets off the tip and a quick layup up and good. DJ Rivera gets us going.
It's too easy for Brotherly Love right off the get-go, getting on the board early.
Floater, no. Moving the other way. Gives it off to Trez. Trez sizing his man up. That's Esposito covering him. Tall task for him. Drives in, gets swatted, but fouled. No block there.
Something you'll see here with Esposito, as for anyone that tuned in last week for Family Over Everything, you'll see on the replay, he does not take down any challenge. And I also feel like, besides, of course, Montrezl Harrell, potentially has the most bounce in the room, as Esposito can get up and swat balls away. So excited for Esposito to take on the challenge of Harrell, as Harrell misses the first.
In the pregame kind of warm-ups, the layup lines, I saw Esposito throw down a through-the-legs dunk. I was kind of very taken back by it.
He has bounce, man. Sneaky athleticism for Esposito, and that'll be awesome for him to show out tonight against Harrell.
Hoping we see something exciting. Harrell knocks it down. 3-0, Brotherly Love up early. FOE trying to answer. There's Esposito. Corner, nothing. Rebound. The commissioner bringing it up court, controlling it. Looking for his man in the post. Gets to him in the post. No one contesting him at the rim. And easy two right over the rim for Josh Blamon.
Yeah, Brotherly Love coming out early as they struggled last week, but also had a short staff, and Novar gets it on the oop and a little bit too much, and there he is, Esposito on the defense, poking that out of bounds.
Esposito's going to have a busy night ahead of him. Guarding Montrez. Looks like he's going to be one of the primary focuses on offense as well for this family over everything team. Going to the line, fouled on the jump shot, it seemed. DJ headed to the line for two. Yeah, that arm just a bit too extended. Got it on the way up.
For Brotherly Love, DJ, another star player for this team. And watch out for him. This isn't just the Montrezl Harrell show tonight. And, of course, the only NBA talent that's well-known for this league. Him and Busy Bones, dominant players for this league. But DJ Rivera, a dominant player himself.
Strip tipped off the back. Trying a fancy pass in the backcourt. Gets tipped away. Mid-range two up. No good. And that one's still in the backcourt. No one can control it down there. Montrez running point. Skip pass. Up. Layup off the glass. Good. DJ getting in a groove early. 9-0. Brotherly Love leads already. FOE yet to get on the board. Calls a much-needed timeout. When we come back, FOE looks to answer. Stick around here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Out of the timeout, and FOE in danger of already falling to a double-digit deficit. Anything you've noticed early on that has been a problem for either side, but specifically FOE?
Yeah, for FOE, I think they're really just falling off the hangover of not having Busy Bones here tonight and just trying to find their offense. They haven't played without him yet, as slicing through, that was Noel, getting it out to Esposito for 3, and he's off the mark. But FOE has to find their offense without their star player, and Bones Highland.
Gonna have to make up 46 points. That's what Bones had the last time out. Not enough on that 3 there, short on the glass. Montrezl has it, drives in. Floater up off the glass. The touch from the big man. Getting his camera time as well.
It's just too easy, and he's coming down the court chirping FOE, and he's already being able to score with ease. And the step back here from FOE as that's off the mark.
11-0 with a threat to make it even more. Gets it over to Novar. High screen from O'Mara, and a beauty of a bounce pass, but can't convert. Great look from Novar into O'Mara. Gets fouled on the way up.
Novar, the GM, between the legs to O'Mara, and he's just unable to finish there. Muffs the layup.
I was going to say, in real time, it looked like he got it through the 5-hole, but on that replay just confirmed my suspicions. A shame couldn't finish that for the assist, but if he knocks down both here, it'll all be worth it. Gets the first one. Knocks down both. This brotherly love team has some size to them. Montrezl, O'Mara, Novar's pretty tall. Going to be tough for FOE to kind of control that paint and even score down low on offense, as that one just cannot be handled by Esposito. Out of bounds, brotherly love again with an offensive chance.
And the crazy thing is, FOE has height. They just look small compared to this brotherly love team. And brotherly love having 3 players 6'9" or taller. If you count Novar, I don't know his exact height, but Novar, he's a statue as well out there.
Poor entry pass attempt from O'Mara. Moving the other way, drives in, kicks it back out. A lot of passing here. Puts up a tough floater. Can't get it off the back rim. Montrezl comes up with it. Montrezl pushing it. Almost gets ripped from behind. Does get ripped from behind. And a 2-0 with the big jam. Finally on the board.
Naji Marshall breaking the seal for this family over everything team. And now they could finally take a deep breath. All right, we're on the board. Get back to our game of basketball. As Rivera with the pull-up J, and he's able to find bottom of the barrel.
Can't take too long of a breath. That 3 was quick. A lefty with the shot. There's a 3 from the wing. Front rim, nothing. I believe that's Ringgold controlling a lot of big men playing some point guard here. Trez with the 3, no good. Defensive board, excuse me. Had a man, doesn't get it to him. Euro in, lay, good.
In transition offense for brotherly love, or excuse me, FOE.
Mustafa Trejo gets the 2. Still 16-4, brotherly love. Controlling everything. Drives in on Esposito. Using that pivot foot well, kicks it back out to the corner. Drives in, reverse lay is good. Anthony Durham gets on the board. Tough shot.
Anthony Durham was one of the leading scorers for this brotherly love team, and he's coming off the bench today. That just shows you how deep this brotherly love roster is.
Hoping FOE can mount a comeback. That's going to be an over the back. Moving the other way, brotherly love ball.
Yeah, FOE just really not being able to find anything so far in this first quarter. 2:45 to go. And family over everything, excuse me. Really just struggling to find it. And you hope that down the stretch here, and you see these teams that have been down for most of the day going huge runs in the second quarter. That's what you got to hope for family over everything.
Marathon Sport Team basically won because of their second half. FOE looking to emulate that, but like you said earlier, going to be tough without Bones, providing 46 for them. Going to need to make that up somehow. Montrezl Harrell with the contested 3.
Coming up and down the court, continuing to chirp back and forth with people in the crowd. Loving it here as the step back J. Nothing but net for Marshall.
Naji Marshall gets him right back. Anything you can do, I can do better. Montrezl gets it back with Marshall on him. Trez loses it on the spin. Esposito on the ground, comes up with it. Great hustle. Can't find anybody. Everyone's running away from him. Finally gets it to somebody. Gets it across before that 8-second mark. In the corner, 3. Front rim. Didn't have enough on it.
Just FOE really hitting the bricks right now. Not able to hit from deep yet.
Has the lane if he wants it. Takes it. Gets stripped on the way in. Another steal for FOE. Esposito has it the other way. Flies in with a humble layup.
He is just gliding when he jumps up. It seems like he's jumping above everyone else in the court, or on the court, excuse me. And Esposito, love the way that he's playing the game so far today.
I say humble because I truly believe he could have put men on a poster there.
I couldn't agree more, Luke.
Step back from Novar. Rebound Esposito. FOE with some life. Cross-court pass. Fumbles it. Saves it, though, just barely. Contested floater up and good. Khalif Mears. If anything, maybe a lucky bucket. Nearly lost it on that cross-court pass. Still down by 10 is FOE, but 10 they may take.
Montrezl Harrell, oh my goodness!
A sniper so far, his second 3 of the game. Marshall looking to answer, cannot. 20 seconds. Shot clock will be unplugged. They can hold for 1.
He wants this all day, Luke.
Deep 3, fouled on the way up. Marshall, no contest, seems to agree, may have gotten him, helping Montrezl back up. Good sign of sportsmanship there, but Harrell headed to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you see here on the closeout from Marshall, thought he can maybe tip it, but just extending above his reach, Harrell, and that was a deep 3. I know it's probably closer to an NBA 3, but just a couple steps back, but for NBA standards, I'd say that's probably about 3 steps beyond the arc.
Had to give him that landing space that's not there, and as for Harrell, maybe working on that 3-point shot in this Pro-Am. Who knows, maybe next year he'll be in the 3-point contest, and can all be credited to here.
Now that would be a sight to see. You've seen centers be in the 3-point contest, and people like Karl Anthony Towns having success, and just it has dominated natural basketball now by big man 3s. It's a thing of the past. Not many people can be as dominant down low like a Joel Embiid, who's still even dominant beyond the arc.
Absolutely, yeah.
But to live in this NBA game now, or even basketball as a big man, you need to be able to shoot the long ball.
Trying to go 2 for 3 from the line. Can here with about 13 seconds. FOE can get off a good look. Down 26-11. Gonna need to get off a good look. Marshall sprinting past and smokes the layup. Rebound controlled by FOE though. Almost ripped. Esposito comes up with it. Double teamed in the corner. Stepped out of bounds. And at the end of the first quarter, 26-11. Saying it's been all brotherly love may be an understatement.
Beyond an understatement, Luke. And brotherly love after their first game, losing, coming out firing on all cylinders.
Going to take a short break here. When we come back, this second quarter, looking for an FOE comeback. Don't go anywhere. This is the SFBN Network.
Hey, Thunder fans! Baseball's right around the corner. Your Trenton Thunder begin their jam-packed schedule with an opening night celebration on June 7th. Meet Kate Flannery from The Office, grab a Bat Dog Dash bobblehead, and celebrate 4th of July at the Thunder. Daily specials return with dollar hot dogs and Kids Eat Free Tuesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Cases Pork Roll Fridays, and Fireworks most Thursdays and Saturdays. There's something going on at every game in 2022. Get your tickets at TrentonThunder.com.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. FOE starting with the ball here. Luckily, starting with the ball here. Going to need every offensive possession possible to get back into this one. So there's a 3 from the wing, bottom.
You were saying they need every offensive possession. You could say that 10 times over. FOE really struggling on the offensive end, but holding this brotherly love team to only 26 points in the first quarter, which with the star power they have is Novar Gatson on the drive. kind of surprising. 26 points is a lot in the first quarter, of course, for Brotherly Love, but with how many shots they were making, it felt like they had 40, Luke.
It felt like they could have many more right now. If anything, FOV should feel lucky, and you maybe don't want to foul Novar too hard here. You don't want to get kicked out of the league.
The GM of the league, Novar Gatson, able to go 1 for 1 so far, going for his second one at the charity stripe. But Novar, maybe you don't know. Maybe he'll snap it, say, "Get out of my gym, man. This is my league."
Don't be fooled by him kind of running this whole thing. He can ball.
He can ball, and he's a menace out there on the court. One of the leading scorers last week for Brotherly Love.
Marshall gets fouled. Looked like it could have been a jump ball, but gets the foul call. Kind of trying to take over for this FOV team, become their primary ball handler, scorer, and really everything.
Well, they got to find something here. The point guards between Khalif Mears and between Noel have not really been able to find their stroke yet. And here's Noel. He had a floater earlier, and he gets fouled and put at the line. But saying that for the guards, they haven't really.
Seeing something fall here. Drives in. Looks like, yeah, just got that arm in there. Too much arm, not enough ball. Knocks down. Gonna need every free throw as well. I know it's still early. We may be talking like, oh, it already acted like the game's over and everything, but just have not been impressed with this FOE team early on. Really just no consistency on offense, no real rhythm. It may feel like they seem a little scared trying to drive into the post, not attacking the rim as much, trying the floaters to avoid Harrell and O'Mara and all their big guys down there, even Ringgold and Novar. So there's a three from the wing, too short. Can cut the lead to 10 here. Driving the other way. Puts up the floater, can't finish it on the other end.
And FOE just missing points there. You got to just lay it up. Layups are valuable points here, being down by 12. They've cut the lead, but still need more.
Could have been a big swing in terms of the momentum if they convert that alley-oop into the lane. Can't finish, but gets fouled. And if that is a call on Ringgold, who's on the ground right now, that feels like a very late foul call to me.
You see here, and I believe that's Frederick actually putting up the attempt and going to the line now for Brotherly Love, as Ringgold wore 7 last week, so a little bit of a jersey swap, but not here tonight. But Frederick able to cash in on the first. But this FOE team, Luke, fighting back and then letting Brotherly Love extend their lead a little bit as muffs the second free throw attempt. Frederick at the line.
FOE with some momentum. Marshall trying to push it, steps back. Good closeout from Montrezl. Drives in, takes on the contact. That is a great take, even though could not come up with the and one. That is Ahmad Noel headed to the line.
Khalif Mears on the drive there. Getting the foul. So free points here for Family Over Everything, just needing to be able to find it, and he's able to hit the first. And Family Over Everything, they're in a bad situation here. As you said, you brought up, Bones Highland had 46 points last week. You have to spread that around somehow. And they have a lot more players this week, it feels like. But just have to somehow pick up 46 points.
Montrezl swatted on the way up. You don't often see that. I know we keep talking about Bones kind of not being here, but this really is the first game without him, and he provided so much offense. It's going to be tough. This second half, I really do believe is going to be a big kind of comeback for FOV. Harrell drives in, gets double teamed, bumps it off, post hook up, can't find a home at the bottom of the net. Marshall headed the other way, trying to command the offense as he moves, stops, pops, no good, just rattles around the rim.
Yeah, and FOE trying to get these transition threes moving, but unable to connect. And an excellent entry-level pass there to O'Mara from Harrell. And Harrell points his hand to the sky and says, "Thank you, come again."
I've been very impressed with Harrell so far. Really kind of slowing the pace, controlling the offense, not really wanting to go, or really make any plays for himself. That's a great Hezzy, flies in for the layup, gets it to go. You can count it. The and one. Noel.
Ahmad Noel, you'll see on the replay here, missed the cross-up, but you'll see the contact from O'Mara. He's able to kiss it off the top of the glass. And now he gets a shot of one more at the line.
Looking to convert and will. Still a 10-point lead for Brotherly Love. Has held onto this double-digit lead since they obtained it.
Brotherly Love leading by as much as 17. So FOE fighting back as Novar Gatson out on the court again.
Showing off the handles here with Marshall on him. Gives it off to Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the deep three. Can't get it.
Oh my goodness, Luke. That was too close.
Swatted at the rim. Outlet pass to Novar. Gets the dunk. The rim grazer.
Novar being a little bit friendly to his rims here in his gym at the Kroc Center.
That's just a bad transition three there with Brotherly Love moving the other way and quickly. Layup, nothing. Offensive rebound, long rebound controlled. Now with numbers, 3-on-2 fast break. Dumps it off. Reverse layup is good. Just barely gets it around Sean O'Mara.
The nice little jelly for FOE. Able to find it, and the missed three there, but Brotherly Love getting the rebound, and great defense there by Khalif Mears to knock it out.
Fantastic hustle to get back there. DJ had O'Mara or Montrezl wide open on either block. Will stay Brotherly Love basketball, though. It's going to be tough for this FOE defense with Montrezl and O'Mara. O'Mara, excuse me, down there. O'Mara at the three-point line, though. Blocked, gets it back, going back up, blocked by 3 FOE defenders. Good team effort there.
Rivera just trying to stay strong down there, but blocked twice in a row. Now for FOE out in transition.
Corner 3, up, back rim. Kicks it out. Marshall, though, comes up with it, and a foul, reach-in foul, as Marshall tried to drive in.
I believe before the reach-in, we had a reach-in for the one ref on the close side, but on the far side calling a travel. So that'll take place of it. Multiple fouls on the play, but travel comes first, so it'll be Brotherly Love ball.
Nothing going FOE's way with under 2 minutes to play. 33-23. Harrell calling for it in the post. Gets doubled. Swing pass into the corner. DJ with a 3. Back rim. Tipped away. Back FOE ball.
Now coming in for Brotherly Love in the substitution, Jerry Price. And he gave a little bit of energy in last week's game for Brotherly Love, but went cold late on. So that was sort of when Brotherly Love started to lose momentum. So Jerry Price, will he be able to make his face known in this game?
With Harrell out, a chance for an FOE run, as that is going to get them started. Mid-range 2 for Noel. And just poor transition defense, but a great recovery block. Out of bounds, headed the other way. I was about to say, that defense looked terrible. Marshall, out of nowhere, with the block on O'Mara.
I'm going to tell you, Sean O'Mara's not having a fun time tonight with Marshall sort of just jumping up and swatting everything he's put up. And for FOE on the offensive end, Noel putting the team on his back, and a great move there by Trejo for FOE.
Starting to fight back, 33-27 with about 40 seconds. O'Mara gets it, almost lost it. Dump pass. Tried the scoop layup, can't finish it. Marshall moving the other way, pushing the pace. Gets by 1, gets by 2, gets fouled on the way up, headed to the line for 2.
Hey, that's okay, though, for FOE. Maybe not able to get the and one, but these are still points that you can get. You could see on the replay here, Marshall trying to get a little bit fancy on the layup instead of just sort of popping it up himself, but he gets the foul and will get 2 at the charity stripe, and this is great for FOE, down as much as 17 in that first quarter. So Brotherly Love going ice cold here, just not able to really find any points in this second quarter at the end.
Felt like a barrage of makes in that first quarter. And Marshall did have a clean look at the rim at one point, maybe just thrown off by the foul, didn't have a good handle of the ball. But hey, knocks down 2, so can't be too upset.
For FOE, Noel and Marshall doing everything on both sides of the ball for family over everything.
Rivera not going to rush anything, gives it off to Harrell, going to get a clean look, still have 12 seconds on the shot clock. Play clock around 17 seconds. Harrell sizing up Marshall, drives in, and a reach-in foul called on Naji Marshall. He doesn't agree with it. Didn't seem like much contact, but just enough to draw the foul. Going to be a side out, no shots.
So, Luke, I got to ask you, if you are a ref in this league and you have Montrezl Harrell, an NBA star, playing in this league, do you give defenders a little bit of leeway? Because that looked like a ticky-tack foul, but we'll talk about that after this 11 seconds.
Tries to get it into O'Mara, kicks it over. Harrell almost loses it. Doesn't need to worry about the shot clock. Puts up a contested three, front rim. O'Mara tries to tip it in, will not count. And at the end of the first half, Brotherly Love leads 33-29. But I'm saying it surprisingly because they were up by 17 at one point. A fantastic end of the second quarter run for FOE.
Yeah, FOE definitely showing their guts in adversity there. They're taking the punches and rolling with it. It's not how much you can get hit. It's not how hard you can get it. It's how many punches you can take and still get back up and keep going. For FOE, still fighting and staying in this game down by 4 points.
Looks like we're getting ready for Emily, who seems to be with the head coach of the Brotherly Love team. Going to hear his thoughts momentarily as we send it down to Emily now.
Thanks, Luke. Coach Trez is here tonight, and he was not here last week. So how has his performance kind of stuck out to you tonight in helping the team?
Well, he's been bringing a lot of energy to the gym. Obviously, he's a dynamic player. We don't always get to see that when he's in the NBA. I think he's hit 3 threes already. He's controlling the paint. Unfortunately, they're trying to double team him, but it'll open up the other guys around the perimeter, under the basket. You know, he knows how to play the game at a high level. So, you know, we're just blessed to have him here, and I'm happy to have him on my team.
He's got 11 points tonight, but is any other player standing out to you tonight?
Tonight, I think DJ Rivera is bringing a lot of energy. You know, Ant is controlling the game well. You know, Novar has some moments. So, you know, it's a collective effort. You know, Sean is contributing. You know, he's 6'11". So, you know, sometimes things don't always show up on the stat sheet. However, I mean, they don't have many layups. They got a few runouts, but nothing in the paint. So, you know, I like how we're playing right now, but I'd like to open up this lead a little bit in the second half.
All right. Good luck in the second half, and thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
I like hearing the coach giving some credit to DJ Rivera, one of the smallest guys on the court, really controlling the offense well. We're going to be talking about Montrezl all night. Glad to hear him kind of highlight DJ and a few other guys on his squad. Going to take a short break here. When we come back, the exciting second half with FOE only trailing by 4 now, trying to mount a comeback. Stick around here on the Sports Fanbase Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Eldion Padulary in Feasterville, Trevose today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Welcome back to the second half of this main event here at the Kroc Center in Camden, New Jersey. Have Team Family over everything, taking on Brotherly Love as Brotherly Love leads 33-29. Jude, any second half thoughts?
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've said it a bunch so far that Family Over Everything down by as much as 17. I believe that was the largest they were down by. Couldn't even be more. But Family Over Everything fighting back, and wish we could have got an interview with their coach at halftime. And he's really all about adversity. He talked about it last week and all about the brotherhood on their team and saying that the team isn't just Bones Highland, who was dominant last week, but Family Over Everything showing their guts, being able to roll with the punches and continue to battle back, down by 4 here. So I want to see them mount this comeback here and silence Montrezl Harrell and Brotherly Love.
As do I. Marshall sizing up O'Mara top of the key. Gets by him. Right-handed layup. Up and good. Just barely past O'Mara. Impressive stuff there.
Yeah, the two all-stars for Family Over Everything so far. Marshall and Noel sort of scoring everything on the offensive end for FOE, and they've really helped them in that second quarter.
Corner three from Novar. No good. The commish looking to get himself going. Sizing up DJ. Tries to get by him. Dumps it back off. Meets O'Mara at the rim and gets it right above his hands. Off the glass for Mustafa Trejo.
Trejo just too easy, able to jump up and get the easy kiss off the glass. Now Montrezl Harrell trying to ISO.
Novar just barely gets it away. Back to Montrez. Corner three. Way off there.
That's why he's a center, Luke.
He's working on his game here. He's working on it. Tries in reverse left-handed layup is up and good from Khalif Mears. Goodness.
Khalif Mears, the guard, starting to get into play here for FOE. Feeding off that energy.
The scoop layup good from Durham. Climbing the tall tree of Marshall and finishing. Marshall on the other end, though. Back rim. Offensive rebound controlled by FOE. Fouled on the floor.
And we're going to get a foul here on Durham, and he's not too happy as he sort of gently places his hands on the Gatorade container on the FOE bench, as you can tell by body language, not too happy about that call. But FOE, no free throws. They will get a side-out pass in, and Noel controls the ball.
Noel with the three, front rim. Was in stride there, had a decent look. Just a bit too far away, didn't put enough on it. Montrez drives in, layup up, too hard off the glass. Offensive rebound, DJ, hard off the glass again. Montrez comes up with the offensive rebound. Has DJ in the corner, three, off the side of the backboard. Unlike DJ Rivera there, kind of walking back with a smile on his face, especially for being a lefty on the right side of the court in the corner. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, those things just happen, Luke, and it's a little bit of an embarrassing act, but you just got to keep going and playing and just play your game.
Naji Harris almost with the pretty reverse. Novar controlling it. A lot of big men point guards here between Novar and Montrez. Novar had a good look at the rim, just gets stripped in the paint. Three from the wing, back rim. Skies up for that rebound is Mears. Taking it the other way himself, kicks it over to the corner. Esposito can't knock it down. Haven't heard from Esposito since that layup. Skip pass up to DJ, and good for two.
Yeah, Esposito just not able to find it on the offensive end, but giving 100% effort on the defensive end. They'll need him to be able to find some buckets here, as Mears wanted the oop, but threw it far right for Esposito. Thought he would maybe kick it out back to the far side three line in the corner, but that's a turnover for FOE.
Just a bit of miscommunication. Got to work that out, and that all comes with just playing more games, getting that good chemistry together. High screen set by Harrell and fouled. I think they're going to give him the gather here, as we have a timeout on the floor called by FOE. Going to get a stoppage as they only trail by 2 now. Cutting into that lead, trying to get a lead of their own. 37-35, 5:57 on the clock. When we return, more Brotherly Love basketball. back out of the timeout, and they did give Durham the continuation or the gather as he's getting set at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Durham just being able to slice his way through the defense and draw the contact here. His brotherly love gone ice cold in the end of that second quarter and beginning of this third quarter, letting FOE come back from a 17-plus point deficit. His brotherly love now needs to find someone else on their team that can score besides Montrezl Harrell. We talked about it at half in the interview. Montrezl had 11 points going into halftime. Nothing in this third quarter so far.
Brotherly love almost trying to work only through their big men, only rarely getting it to their guards when they're wide open, have a clean look, maybe try and work those guards into it a bit more high pick and rolls, set some guys open. As there's a deep 3 from the top of the key. Front rim didn't have enough. Moving the other way, trying to push the pace. Kicks it over. Frederick gets stripped. Esposito, just the right place, right time. Harrell, I thought that should have stayed brotherly love ball. I'm not going to lie. It looked like it went off the foot of Mears after Harrell trying to kind of bat it away in the backcourt.
Very close call there. I could agree with you there on that, Luke, but goes to FOE's favor.
Esposito kind of had it cradled like he wanted that left-handed slam.
I thought he was going to go for it.
Me too, but 2 points is 2 points. Gets the layup. Mid-range 2 from the free throw line. Falls. Right. Getting involved in this one now. Better late than never.
Yeah, I couldn't agree. Rob right off the bench, finding his first shot. He's able to connect.
Montrezl controls the long rebound. Novar moving the other way. Has Esposito on him. Gonna size him up. Kicks it out to Montrezl. Montrezl gonna post up. Waiting for that double team. The most likely give it off. Step back mid-range. Good. A beauty. Step back mid-range.
After Montrezl makes any shot, he just talks to anyone he can find. Oh my goodness! Esposito, we've been waiting for it. And he slams it home.
You don't often see a Montrezl Harrell business decision, but that was run right there, not contesting Esposito at the rim. In the corner, has the lane, takes into the lane, floater off the back rim. A nice move, just couldn't finish. Esposito, wing, 3, back rim. Could have been a big swing just for Esposito himself.
Oh my goodness!
Massive block from Eric Esposito.
We've been waiting for it all day, Luke. Esposito has sneaky bounce. You see on the replay behind him. He just murdered that man. Durham.
Maybe a bit too hard as it was called a foul.
That's such a heartbreaker. You can't have that.
When you see the fans get up from their seats and start kind of running onto the court, that one hurts. That one hurts. See the huge block, just a bit too much of the body there. Blocked him with the left hand, kind of had that right arm straddled on his back. The right call, but just a bummer because it could have been a huge highlight play.
I'm still taking that as a highlight for Esposito. Now FOE, Mears able to hit the 3. And FOE still fighting.
45-42. Not going down without a fight at all. Brotherly love. Deep 3 from the wing. That sweet string music from Rob Wright. Size up right now. Goes in. The right hand in reverse is good with the English off the glass. Ahmad Noel.
Ahmad Noel sizing up his defender. 3-on-3 action. He says to Rob Wright, you just made a great play for a 3. How about I get 3 the hard way? Trying to get it at the line here. He has 1.
Good old-fashioned 3-point play, if he can convert. And he does.
Getting 3 no matter what. 3 the hard way for Ahmad Noel.
Right, feeling himself here. Takes it himself. Right-handed layup is good, and Rob Wright has come alive in this third quarter.
And here we go, Luke. We have some one-on-one action. We see this a lot in the league.
Getting the fans on their feet. Spins. Takes him in. Right-handed layup. No good. Air ball. Eesh. And Rob Wright gets it right back. The fans are egging him on. He's got Noel on him. Picks him up. Clears him out. Hezzy off the glass, and it's good. And Rob Wright doing everything right here in the third.
Putting on a clinic, unleashing all the moves from his bag, getting fancy with it.
Noel drives in, and just a simple right-handed layup gets past Wright.
It's the boring stuff, but scores some points for FOE. And you see everyone in this stadium on their feet for Rob Wright.
Ocho Cinco with his phone out courtside. Here goes Rob Wright, the left hand. Hezzy goes up with the right-handed layup, and good. He is on fire.
8 in a row for Rob Wright, going on a run himself. And he's starting to feel it. And Noel wants to go back for more.
Noel tries the sidestep three. Mid-range two is good and stares down Wright. Just heaves it. No good, but wow. What an end to that third quarter.
What a back and forth there you have between Wright and Noel. And Noel was losing that battle for a while, but able to answer there at the end of the third quarter, getting it before the buzzer. And FOE was going down big, but Noel able to stop the bleeding. But Rob Wright, what phenomenal play from him at the end of the third quarter. Brotherly Love lost the lead a little bit, but now gaining it back, gaining some momentum. Crowd is on their side, something FOE does not want to see.
When we come back, the fourth quarter, and possibly, most likely, more Rob Wright. Do not go anywhere. Back at the start of this fourth quarter. And you know, in 2K, when you get the takeover badge but go to the end of the quarter, you usually lose it and don't get as hot. But Rob Wright is keeping that on here. Starting with the ball. Going against Noel again. Right back at it.
Still, the 3-on-3 action. And Wright gets the foul, driving in up with his right hand on the near side block. See here on the replay, Wright wanted all of this action from Noel and gets the foul. 2 at the line.
I think Noel had to foul him there, try and cool him off, slow the momentum of, I would say, this Brotherly Love team, but really just the momentum of Rob Wright.
Yeah, Brotherly Love, everyone else on this roster's gone kind of cold. It's hard for Harrell to get anything going, being triple and double teamed consistently, and that leaves Rob Wright open to make things happen.
Getting the guards involved, paid dividends. Goes 0 for 2 at the line. Had a man open for the oop, does not. Marshall taking it himself, spins. Tries to get it past. Harrell kicks it out for 3. Front rim, not enough on it. Looked like a straight line shot there. Frederick controlling the ball, moving the other way. Miscommunication with Novar. Novar was cutting. Frederick thought Novar was going to stay at the three-point line. Out of bounds, FOE ball.
Yeah, Brotherly Love just a little bit off the mark there in chemistry, but still holding this 5-point lead.
Hesitation almost works. Harrell hits the floor and is shaken up. May have came down awkwardly on that right ankle. He is on the floor grimacing. Does not look good. Many people kind of going over to check on him now. Not what you want to see, especially for Harrell. For anybody, really, in a Pro-Am game. All trying to just have some good fun and some good basketball.
And he got up quickly, so hoping that he's all right. That may be it for him tonight, though. No reason to get injured in a Pro-Am basketball. You see as,
Yep.
Just a little bit of a roll-up, and that could have been bad, but for Harrell. Luckily for him, he's able to walk off under his own power and just hoping that it's just a little bit of a roll-up, because sometimes you get lucky with those and it just feels a little bit awkward rolling up your ankle. But he walks off under his own power, and he's going to take off his sneaker, I believe. So it seems like Harrell may be done for the night, but just glad to see that he's okay.
Yeah, it just happens in basketball. You land on a guy's foot. Thankfully, Frederick taking it in. Gets swatted by Esposito. That one's not a foul. That's staying in the box score. Bounce pass into the paint. And another huge foul.
I thought he was going to slam that one home for Noel. And then O'Mara coming out of nowhere with the block you see on the replay. Let's give our decision on it. And, yep, he got all forearm there. And Noel wanted it, and you could see after the play putting his head up, saying he missed that one, but gets two at the line. And a little bit of a block party. One's a foul, but Esposito on the other end he's always flying around, man.
Oh, yes. I was ready to explode if O'Mara came up with that block. And you could see the size difference a bit with Esposito and O'Mara standing next to each other at the foul line. Not crazy, but the fact that Esposito can get up this high and get these blocks is so impressive. O'Mara comes up with it, dumps it back off to DJ. He's going to pull it back out. As Marshall on him. Sidestep three. Way short. O'Mara can't come up with it and just knocks it out of bounds himself. FOE ball with some momentum, down by 3.
Well, Luke, I stand corrected. Montrezl Harrell says, I'll be fine. No big deal. Just a little bit of a roll-up. And the review looked pretty bad, but seems like he's able to fight through it, and thank God for that, as he seems okay stretching out a little bit, but he is back on the court for brotherly love.
Giving the fans what they want. Esposito doesn't take the 3, flies in, stays in the air, but gets fouled, can't convert, headed to the line.
Luke, nothing will make me more happier than if Esposito here, you see here, he didn't have Harrell on him. He has the quick little jab step, first step, able to go, but Montrezl in the vicinity. If Esposito could go up one-on-one with Montrezl Harrell at the rim, because although Harrell has the NBA experience, Esposito can fly.
Has some bunnies in those shoes, and this gym would absolutely explode. They use the expression, the roof is blown off the gym, a lot as an expression that may become a reality if those two meet around the rim.
Yeah, Esposito, just one of those people that brings energy for this team, and a loved player in this league as he goes 0 for 2 at the line. That'll hurt for FOE.
Got to cut it to a 1-point deficit. Montrezl back in the game, bringing the ball up court, taking his time. As Marshall on him. Marshall strips him, comes up with it, saves him from going out of bounds. Good awareness there to keep his feet in. Euros past Montrezl. Montrezl, good defense there. FOE with the rebound though. Noel, floater. Got it.
I think the floater is one of my favorite shots in the NBA.
It's so beautiful.
Just watching basketball, it's just so clean and
satisfying. Novar drives in, gets double teamed in the post. A lot of doubles in the post from this FOE team. As O'Mara now gets doubled, tries to rip through Esposito, and Esposito fouls him en route to the rack.
Yeah, O'Mara a little bit more girth on him than Esposito, and a couple more inches in height, as just the rip through just seems so natural, and he got a little bit under the basket, but he's so long to able to just get it up and draw the foul. Almost got it to go, too.
Esposito with that right arm on the back of O'Mara. Almost wedges that one in the rim. The first free throw attempt, no good.
Yeah, O'Mara needing to find something here as his brotherly love team has held on to this very minuscule lead so far in this third and fourth quarter, but they had a massive lead that they blew, and they haven't really felt the same since that first quarter.
Getting closer to that Elam ending. A bigger lead will only help brotherly love, but if FOE can keep it around this 2-point deficit, even tie it, could be major. Noel tries to split the 2, still comes up with it, kicks it back out. Esposito, not going to take it. Marshall will take it and hits it. Would you look at that? Family over everything with a 1-point lead.
The Cinderella story for family over everything tonight. Just keep fighting through adversity.
Novar sidestep, rattles around. Couldn't find a home. Esposito wants it deep. Trejo didn't see him. Noel has it. Spins in the lane, gets it off the glass. Can't kiss it off the glass, but cleaning it up is Marshall, who gets the 2. As we have a timeout, getting this Elam ending ready. Will be set at 66 points.
That's the second time at 66. Last game for game 2 at 66, and this one at 66. So family over everything with the lead, and Brotherly Love down by 3.
When we come back, Elam ending underway. FOE leads. Stick around here in the Sports Fanbase Network. Welcome back to the start of this Elam ending. Luke Nichols, Jude Wozniak joining you from the Sports Fanbase Network. 66 is your target score with FOE leading by 3. And I kind of laugh every time I say FOE leads because they were down by 17, and Brotherly Love was in such a groove in that first half and kind of had it all under control. And now they don't.
Yeah, Brotherly Love was firing on all cylinders, just able to hit everything. Now they haven't been able to hit from beyond the arc, and a turnover from Montrezl Harrell. And Noel out in space.
Marshall drives in. The right-handed scoop layup, nothing tipped around. Montrezl Harrell comes up with it. Looks like that's Marshall shaking up. Think it's his left leg. May have landed awkwardly again. I really hope he didn't land on one of the many cameramen down there, because they are kind of close to that baseline. It would be very unfortunate. He quickly goes to the bench.
For me, what I saw here is I think he was just up high and maybe he hit his knee on the floor, and that's always going to hurt.
That's always the worst. When you hit like your knee and someone else's knee together, it's the worst. Harrell gets it, drives in, right-handed, layup is good. Could have went for a slam.
This is a huge issue now for FOE because FOE was Marshall was locking up Trez.
Yes, he did a fantastic job defensively.
And now Montrezl has no one really to guard him.
Wing 3, not enough on that one from Esposito. Skip pass over to Novar, has numbers, gets off to DJ, who brings it back out. Montrezl trying to take over. Drives in, puts up the floater off the back rim, but fouled. Esposito not agreeing with it.
So I said this at half, Luke. If you're an NBA player like Montrezl or Bones Highland, you see here on the replay, he drives through, and honestly, in my opinion, not much contact. Like, contact that, actually, Esposito didn't even touch him. It was contact from
maybe they got on
another team, yeah, for Lee. But if you're an NBA player and you're a ref here, like watching this, are you going to call that foul consistently? Because I feel like they should be able to fight through it. And I know that's being a little bit biased, and that's like saying that you, since you're better than everyone else, that you shouldn't get the fouls, which people complain about in the NBA. But he's a star NBA player. I feel like you should give him a little bit more contact before you blow the whistle.
Yes, I do feel like those kind of ticky-tack fouls we talk about maybe more highlighted because he's an NBA player, to whereas if it was not Montrezl Harrell, it may not be as big of an issue. We may not be talking about it as much. But I do agree with you where I believe maybe fight through a little more contact. I think it would just be for a better showing for both teams and really just overall just a better showing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. With Montrezl Harrell sort of gone cold in this second half because Marshall was guarding him close, but Marshall's out due to injury now, and Montrezl Harrell taking this game over. And you've seen the star NBA players and the star players that have been hot in these games. You saw Stan Davis today shoot his shot at the end to end the game. And now you're going to see potentially Montrezl Harrell try and take deep threes to win it.
First free throw, back rims it out. Yeah, you're gonna go for the the flashiness, for the show. Last shot, we saw it. Keep bringing up Bones Highland, but he had a chance to end the game on free throws. Just tossed it off the backboard both times and ended it with.
That was probably the funniest thing that's happened all year. He literally just wound up and threw it like a baseball at the rim. He said, "I don't want that." And then iced the game with a 3. But family over everything, fighting here, and we're gonna get a nice old goaltending here.
Tough break there. O'Mara didn't need to touch it because it had no chance of going in. Almost got wedged in the rim. Better chance it did that than go in the rim. And O'Mara just too late to get his hands out of there.
And a little bit of fighting back and forth here with what is going on and confusion, but the refs officially call it a goaltending.
Gonna be 60-58 FOE. Novar backing his man down, goes in, gets fouled off the backboard.
And we'll go back here to the goaltending you see, and yeah, off the backboard, that's a goaltending. It was going to miss anyway, so maybe that's what they were arguing, that it was going to miss, and it wasn't even over the rim and inside the circle, so I don't know what that call would be because it was way off. He missed. It wasn't even going to be close.
Yeah, I think the goaltending is the correct call. This is just in my opinion because it went off the backboard. It was still close around the rim. So I don't think the reasoning of it wasn't going to go in anyway would suffice from a ref's perspective as well. Novar splits him at the line, down by 1.
Something new every day, Luke.
Fouled in the backcourt, just a bit too physical is DJ Rivera. And one thing that will drive anybody crazy, especially a coach, is those backcourt fouls like that, especially when they're not warranted. You're not trying to have a take foul or anything. Just you don't have to be so physical that far away from the basket.
Yeah, DJ Rivera, and riding the tightrope, Noel was close there, and he gets it stolen by Rivera anyway.
That will stay FOE ball. I must say, Noel may have been lucky that there was no ref along that baseline.
Up the court,
His foot was very close to that out-of-bounds line.
Noel on the inbounds.
Gets it in to Trejo. Working that corner. Great contest by Novar, and a foul is called, and that is so late of a call. It was already rebounded, and it looked like Brotherly Love was ready to run the other way. Called on the commish.
That's a facepalm foul for anyone you see here on the replay, as he does get Novar close, but I don't even think he touched him.
That's a tough call. You see, they already rebounded it. He came down. He was looking for it. It feels like one of those, okay, if this doesn't go in, then I'm going to give him the foul, but just I'll leave it at an interesting call.
I couldn't say that any way better. That's an interesting call to say the least. Trejo with the free throws, and he hits the first, and that's just tough for Brotherly Love, as all this helium easing out of the Brotherly Love balloon in this fourth quarter, as FOE getting close to the Elam mark as they get the offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Everything going family over everything's way.
Good hustle there. Mears sizing up his man, gets the high screen, spins right past Novar, stops, pops, front rim, not enough on it. Offensive rebound again, though. Back to Mears. Trejo over to Esposito. Esposito gets the left-handed layup. What a possession.
Esposito fired up, flexing, going down the court. Just offensive rebounds, killing this Brotherly Love team, and they need something to happen here, but look who has the ball. Rob Wright.
Gonna need to catch fire. Too long there off the backboard first. A 3 can win it for FOE. Noel controls it. Has Wright on him. Sidestep. 3. Back rim. Just missed. Offensive rebound. Long rebound. 3 from the corner. Air ball. Outlet pass over to Wright. Trying the alley-oop. Tipped. What a defensive play from Mears. Over to Esposito. Stops for the 3. Ball game. And night. Eric Esposito tells Brotherly Love, what a comeback win for family over everything.
Eric Esposito, I want to say, was probably 0 for 10 beyond the arc all night. Wasn't able to find it from beyond the arc, but was excellent in the paint. You see here on the replay, up the court, no hesitation in the mitt of Durham. and finds nothing but net water for Esposito, who was flying around all day. Eric Esposito looks to the crowd and says good night like he is Stephen Curry. Family over everything continues their undefeated streak, 2-0 in brotherly love, 0-2 on the year. On Montrezl Harrell's campaign, his debut in the Brotherly Love Pro-Am, they send him home packing.
Great to see Montrezl Harrell come out here, though, and respect to him for rolling his ankle there and coming back out. Love to see him continue that play. We should be hearing from Emily soon. Seems like she has Noel with her. But, man, what a game for FOE. Brotherly Love just lost it in the end as we send it down to Emily Cochran now.
You had 22 points tonight, leading your team in scoring. What kind of preparation does that take from you weekly?
A lot of hard work in the gym, man. I just left the gym. I had practice. I worked out early morning, 6 a.m., so it was just all of that hard work.
All right, and going into the second half, it was definitely a slow start in the beginning. What was your coach telling you going into the second half?
As me being younger than everybody, he told me I need to push the ball. I need to use my speed and my age to an advantage. So I got out there and we pushed it and we started moving the ball more.
Congratulations. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Absolutely used that speed to his advantage, was running all over the court and all over past that Brotherly Love team. Up at 6 a.m., playing a game at 10 p.m. What a day for Ahmad Noel.
Yeah, Ahmad Noel really showing out here without his fellow point guard Busy Bones in the building, and he took over. Started off slow in that first quarter, but was able to find his stroke late on, and when FOE needed it, FOE battles back from down 17 plus. A great comeback for them.
Unbelievable game. You see Ocho Cinco in the maroon Phillies hat there. Awesome to see him show out tonight in Camden for some just fantastic basketball tonight. All 3 games living up to the hype that I set for it before the first game. What a week, what a night for the Brotherly Love Pro-Am here. Thank you to everyone. This has been Luke Nichols with Jude Wozniak, Sean Kelly, producer, Emily Cochran, sideline reporting. We'll see you next time on the Sports Fan Base Network.